I just tried to go to Hulu.
Hulu, H-U-L-L-U, H-U-L-L-U.
H-U-H-L-U. Hulu.
On the Hulu. Watching them their TVs on the Hulu.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of reverb to that.
Internet, Highway 47 here with you once again. Back to the thing we're familiar with that we've already heard and seen before, and doing so joyously with the Orville Season 2, Episode 6, A Happy Refrain. See, what I did there was define the title. And anyway, I'm Shaggy B, and with me is Dracofunk. Talk to him, Draco.
I'm here too.
Awesome, and Scrodrick.
Is this real?
Or is it Memorex?
Oh. Man, I need to go buy some blank VHS tapes. You know?
I know. I think I actually think I have a I think I have a I don't know what. Well, I guess it'd be a jewel case, but not like a like a multiple disc jewel case with like 5 or 6 blank Memorex CDRs from like 20 years ago somewhere.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I probably have something like that too in a box somewhere.
Yeah.
Because I always like buy a spindle and then like I would run out, or I would like lose it, and then I would buy another spindle, and then I'd find the first one, and and repeat.
Yeah. Which kind of makes me wonder. I kind of want to go back and like find a lot of my old CDRs that weren't like scratched all to death, and see how many of them still read, because that was one of the things. Like CDRWs, the dies would break down pretty quickly, like a year or two, and they were dead. But the R's with like the green on the end, like I knew that they were, it was known that they would also break down, but I don't know if that's like a 10-year thing or like a 20-year thing or how long they would last. So now I'm curious. I'm gonna have to find them.
I feel like I should go back up some of the stuff I have on CD.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna be thinking about that.
Well, I mean, we used to do that because we didn't have space, but you got like, just make a Google account and you've got 15 gigs of free cloud storage. So,
That's not enough.
Like
on CD. Oh man.
Everybody email Scrodrick at scrodrickcdrbackups@gmail.com.
Oh no.
Go register that account right now.
That's actually probably a really good idea. I'm sorry. Or we could cut this out. I don't know.
Maybe
anyway,
do that.
Yeah, maybe do that.
I don't want to make another email account.
Yeah.
See, just make it and don't ever check it for like a year.
It's kind of like my Facebook
or
account.
They can send it to just scrodrick@gmail.com.
That too.
Because, whatever.
Yeah.
If I get somebody's CD backups, it might be something good.
Well,
good music, some good other things.
Just be careful that you don't violate copyright by sending copyrighted material.
Yes. Don't do that.
Of course not. Nobody would ever do that.
But if you made your own music like 20 years ago and burned it onto CDRs and would like to send it to Scrodrick, that
would be pretty cool, actually. I would appreciate that.
In fact, I'll just go out and make the offer. Do that, and we'll review it. Yeah, we'll do a podcast.
Yeah,
I'll probably end up getting like bad amateur porn. It'll be great. And by
We'll
great,
review
I
that
mean,
too.
oh no, my retinas.
You'll get Dracofunky's Scheisse film from.
To be clear, I am not Dracofunky. That's somebody else.
That's our friend with a similar name to Dracofunk. He says it slightly differently. Anyway. Now that that's on your brain, tell us about
Scandinavian pronunciation.
Yes, Dracofunk.
I just took a big drink of water.
I can't even. Why don't you tell us about this episode, Dracofunk?
Hold on, I almost spit all over my computer.
All right. Take your time, man.
It wouldn't be a good podcast without, hardware failure.
That's a good point. I mean, I've still got Diet Coke, residue all over my monitor from the one.
You still have those cookie crumbs all over your monitor, Scrodrick, from that one time?
No.
You don't remember that?
No, I must have been drinking that night.
Yeah, you were eating Halloween pumpkin flavored cookies.
Oh,
blew them all over your
drinking
monitor
that night. Yeah, yeah. Because nothing goes better with pumpkin cookies than cheap beer
and garlic.
Yeah. In fact, I have some garlic croutons next to my desk right now that I was eating. Because that has been a habit of mine for years.
Anyway, let me tell you about this episode. It's called A Happy Refrain. It originally aired January 31st, 2019.
Ooh.
Which was almost 2 months ago. Man, we're behind.
We are rather behind, yes.
But a happy coincidence, it has an IMDb rating of 8.4, which is pretty high for anything we've watched.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It's not the highest.
No.
But it's kind of high.
Oh,
it is the second highest episode this... Are you hearing trumpets?
Lots of sirens, so maybe.
Are there guys riding through the sky on horses?
I have all my windows covered up, so the sunlight can't make it in, so I don't know.
I have all my windows covered up because I live in a town where I don't want people to see into my house.
Well, that too.
I mean, I've been to your house, and I don't see that you'd have a big problem with that.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah, and actually, I just, So at some point in the past, the junkyard next to my house wasn't completely overgrown with, shrubs and trees and fallen stuff from hurricanes, and you actually could, see in the windows from, a block away. And
Ooh.
and people, do occasionally, stop along those roads and just sit in their cars in the mornings to meet up with people to carpool for construction jobs and stuff. So it
don't want them to do any window shopping.
Yeah, it kind of was a thing, actually. I mean, I didn't think that they were over there to spy on me, but just for the sake of that, the front of the house, no big deal. But my bedroom is on that side. And there's 2 gigantic windows in the bedroom, facing that way. And now there's a fallen tree that's still alive and growing branches in front of that. But at the time,
yeah, don't let them see your people.
Right. Right.
Yes. Anyway, is the apocalypse still happening?
No, it is stopped. I think it was a false alarm this time.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So thank you. Thank you for
stalling.
Yes.
It's like 4 horsemen, right? A white horse, a red horse, a black horse, and a pale horse.
Ric Flair. Huh?
Woo!
Yeah. Funny enough, that's what the siren sounded like. It was a bunch of cop cars, and then one guy going, "Woo! Woo! Woo!" Strutting down the road and then elbow dropping sidewalks.
I would just be I would just surrender, let him put me in the figure 4, and then I would be taken straight to hell. It'd be great.
Exactly. Awesome. Well, with that, shall we start the episode?
We're watching this on Hulu and Scrodrick.
Yeah, so get the episode started. Wait for the little splash screen with Alara busting down the wall, because that infrequently happens to me. Go ahead and once it's past that and the episode starts to load, hit the pause button. Then right next to the pause button is a 10-second rewind button. Hit that. That should get you down to 0 on the counter. And then Shaggy B is going to give you a about 5-second countdown. So we'll do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Then hit your play button, and we should be all set.
And if you're watching this on Hulu, you're going to sync right up to us. We'll try and let you know when the commercial breaks are. Hulu sometimes takes a little bit longer between commercial breaks than other media forms we found. So we'll do our best.
We will fail spectacularly, but that will be our best. We are remarkably incompetent, but we're still going to try.
Yeah.
Just for you.
And you.
Yeah, both of you.
Even you too.
I mean, 3 people stretching it.
And well, we have to account for the future.
That's true.
Because we are suspended in time.
That's true.
We shall live on forever on the internet.
we are doing
enough work out there.
That's right. We are creating our immortality right now as we speak.
For 3 people.
For 3 people, yes. It's gonna be like there's gonna be like nowadays it's like weeaboos and neckbeards and stuff who spend their time doing what we do, and and then but in the future it's going to be sophisticated historians, people with PhDs and ancient sociology and stuff who find this and oh, this is such a great snapshot of the way people thought in the early 21st century, and
yep.
We have so few documented opinions of middle 30s white men during this time.
Because they were all destroyed in the Great Purge.
Exactly.
Yeah, we are going to be super popular in about 200 years.
It'd be awesome. So if you're coming to us from the year 2220, wait 2 more years, man, and then party like it's all 4 twos. And I want you to point out that I'm the guy who said it first.
Let's hit it.
Yeah, have a beer for me, I guess. All right. This is the Orville. What?
Hold up a little bit before you start. I want to get some more coffee, because otherwise there's going to be a problem.
All right.
So
this is more coffee in 5.
I started the episode. Okay, I fixed it. I hit the 10-second rewind button after I paused it again. Just
Good
like
job.
I told you. You should know this.
Oh.
Sometimes Scrodrick projects a little, and it's okay. I don't know the hell. Oh, Christ.
On a pogo stick.
On a pogo stick.
He's supposed to be on a pogo stick, right?
Oh, everything that came to mind is horrible. Every statue I've ever seen of him, he's on some kind of stick.
What? Oh no!
I said Jesus Christ, and he said on a pogo stick, and I said yeah, well, and he said he's supposed to be,
yeah, maybe
yeah. He said he's supposed to be on a pogo stick, right? And I'm I just cannoled it in. I'm like, well, every statue I've ever seen of him has been on some kind of stick. I couldn't keep it in.
Well, like a lot of things, we're going to hell.
Yeah. If hell is still around in 2020, then welcome to it.
Probably not.
Probably not. It'll go out of business by then.
So I typed Christ on into Google to see what I'd get.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he's on a bicycle giving the shocker. Okay.
Dracofunk, put this image in the video or use it as the thumbnail or something. I don't even know.
Jesus.
Yes. Jesus.
Right. That's what that is.
That's what that is.
That is Shocker Jesus on a bike. He has pegs on the front so he can do sick tricks.
Yeah, this is he's a BMXer. Who would have thought?
Can we please start?
Yes. All right. Okay, this is the Orville, Season 2, Episode 6, A Happy Refrain, and we are starting it off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Woohoo!
So they've really gotten into that warp effect now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they have a decent budget for this show.
Me too. Well, you can tell they use it efficiently too.
Yeah.
That's not Isaac.
What?
This is totally not a prank.
Yeah. I have to know what this will look like now.
Well, looks like you will.
It's kind of missing. It's going to be on his nose and...
Oh, look out. He's going to shoot someone.
You know, I do that too.
You walk around with a banana?
No, I get like really like grumpy at like 4 o'clock if I haven't eaten since like lunch.
They couldn't afford the product placement for Snickers.
No. Grammarly.com.
That's what Isaac's race evolved from. And her hin.
Yeah. I knew something was different.
I totally sleep with a hat on now.
A banana.
So
The theme song.
yeah. So the writers finally noticed that they were setting up a romance arc between those two, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
My conspicuously crimson beverage.
My suspiciously black beverage. I suppose it's dark brown.
Yeah.
But, what difference does it make, right?
I don't feel like suspiciously black is a safe phrase to use in any context, really.
It isn't. It isn't.
How do you say that? Zor?
I don't know. I'd have to watch an interview. It's like, please say your name.
I still can't think of who she reminds me of. I don't remember if it's somebody that I know personally or like a different actress.
Commercial break.
Whee!
We're back. We kind of were late on that, but that's okay.
Yeah, we suck at that, but that is a really cool shot.
That seemed a lot more detailed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
He looks like a gay man now. It looks okay, actually. I like it. He does. I like it, man. Get him a soul patch to go with it. Ooh, boy. Ooh,
Yeah, this
boy.
is a music episode.
Well, that's cool.
I still want to hear Bortus sing.
Me too, actually.
High praise.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh, sorry for typing noise.
Oh, that is really damn good. So did I. That was legitimately really good.
I want that to be him in the corner playing right now.
Yeah, they got a good lounge. No.
Mm-hmm.
Must have a mouth.
He could like stick his finger in there and like suck it up.
He is just talking his way right into her pants, like he doesn't even know it.
Praise the kids
He needs
profusely.
Yeah,
He's going to
right.
need a new subroutine.
He is.
Mm. This crew
No,
doesn't seem big on worrying about that.
no. Yep. I think it's been on a glowing neon sign mounted to your forehead since then.
Yeah. So we're going to do in theory.
Yep, we are. Yes.
He has a banana.
He did. He gave it to her already.
You always get a new banana.
He comes with attachments.
I think I've seen that video. He is made of titanium. That's because you don't blush. Setting yourself up for
Commercial break.
heartbreak. Oh. Wee.
Commercial break.
Woo-hee.
We're back.
Woo. So you said it twice, and then I thought we were back already, and then we weren't. And so I almost did the wrong sound. Know what I mean? Shorten the throttle cable. He won't notice.
That would be nice, actually.
Yeah. Don't tell Yaphet.
Oh, Dan's there too?
Don't tell Dan. Don't tell Yaphet.
Aww.
Oh, poor Yaphet. I want to see him in the zipper jacket. Actually, a tuxedo would look pretty good on that mannequin.
I forgot.
He's got to keep that mustache. It works, man. It really does.
Whoosh.
There are really good shots of the ship in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is straight out of 1960s Star Trek.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, yeah. That kind of is almost.
I think I have that shirt. Not come naked?
It's
To drink more vodka.
Yep.
And run Bortus's program.
So now they all have mustaches.
Commercial break.
Whee!
We're back.
Woo!
Yep, Marcus
Strategically
comes back with PTSD.
Yeah. Strategically placed mustaches. I like that none of his clothes have any visible fasteners. I like that.
I can electrify you.
I didn't even notice that wasn't a full button down.
Now it's almost, well, I mean,
I don't know what that is. I don't have that shirt.
I would say it looks like Scrubs, but I'm not really around Scrubs much. Oh, the bases all have C extensions. That's cool.
And, we're relying on the force field to keep everybody from getting sucked into space.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's great. That's legit.
Yep.
It does need to be trimmed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what they play.
What would be the most awkward thing to play? Mars. I don't recognize it either.
Also, okay.
I recognize it.
Yeah.
I'd be kind of okay if this was the rest of the episode.
Yeah, me too, actually. I mean, I'm going to get absorbed in watching the string players. Like, oh, it's an interesting fingering choice,
She's gonna wake up in the middle of the night to it like raining in her quarters.
Might be. the environmental settings in your quarters.
Yeah, let's say he's gonna accidentally gas her with ozone. Smell of ozone is kind of ruined for me because we have like a lamp that generates ozone when it's on.
Huh.
It's interesting that her favorite restaurant is in her personnel file.
It is, yeah.
That's
No, she's from Baltimore. I've been there. If you've seen Mind of Hermes, let us know in the comments what it's like. Trying to imagine like the flavor palette of potato cake.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
Aw.
Oh. I am not going to wash my faceplate.
His cold, unforgiving exoskull is a little brighter now. Exoskull. Exoskull? Exoskull.
Commercial break.
Woo! I think I did that backward. Woo! Wee!
Another interesting flyby of the ship. It's been a different one each time.
It has indeed. Ah, being naked again. Feels good.
freedom.
Yes. I did flip over a table. I can make some pretty ugly cakes that are delicious. Don't know. It wouldn't have to be 90% if you would just answer the question once in a while. What do you want for dinner? I don't know. Okay, how about this? No, not that. What do you want? I don't know. Am I right, fellas? Stand-up comedy. Har, har, har.
Mm-hmm.
It's like pie.
14.
Yeah. Oh no, he's going to be spontaneous, isn't he?
Jesus. Isaac broke into our apartment. Yes.
Here's your cake.
Yeah. Really? Of course he can bowl. How do you know that? Mr. Potato Head again.
Oh God.
They need to have lips.
Here it comes. No.
I have a feeling that that's just the clothes that she wears when she's not, like, acting. Like, that's just what, like... Oh dear.
Commercial break.
That just got way more uncomfortable.
Uh-huh.
We're back.
Okay, good.
You know what he needs?
A soul.
A mustache.
He does.
You don't have to. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, there's a micro center there.
They have a bridge.
Yeah. You could do it now.
Hmm.
You know, bring your body armor.
Oh. That's a little presumptuous.
Not till we get to Baltimore. Oh my.
Oh. I just took two big drink of beer.
Well,
Huh.
learning a lot of firsts.
This music here is reminiscent of Tristan and Isolde. You notice that, Dracofunk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is really appropriate. If you don't know of that opera,
And now Mars.
if you've ever seen Tristan and Isolde all the way through, the opera, not the movie, post your opinion in the comments. I mean, any sufficiently advanced mathematics is indistinguishable from randomness and cavalier emotion, honestly.
Hmm. Oh.
I mean, I've...
Oh.
no.
Oh. Oh.
Don't acknowledge her. Don't talk to her. Oh, Christ.
Oh.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
No, you haven't.
Oh. Commercial break.
Mm-hmm.
We're back.
Mm-hmm. Duh? This is basically what I've done in Baltimore. Oh, hey. Well played.
Yep. And, the quote-unquote amazing things in this episode are, lower budget than the normal.
Yeah. You done fucked up?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, hey, they dropped out of not warp. The other thing that is warp. Ooh.
Hey. Some blue giant?
Yeah. Oh, white dwarf. Okay.
Hmm?
Yeah, I mean, I do that every day. What the f*** are you talking about? Not anymore. She's under it. Or something. We call that beer. Mm.
Cut off her leg.
Hey, it worked on Gordon. They sure do fly close to stars that they almost fall into a lot.
Oh.
It's too long. You gotta trim it shorter than that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna rain on the bridge now, isn't it? Yep. That's pretty good.
It's raining on the bridge.
I'm expecting consoles to start exploding.
Yeah, exactly. Turns out the rain is actually just Yaphet. Like it's just him, like, you know.
Is it still raining?
Probably.
Hmm.
Yeah. That was kind of fun, actually. Kind of a cute episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I enjoyed that.
So, definitely earned that rating.
Yeah. What was the rating again? I forgot the number, actually.
8.4.
8.4. Okay, yeah. That, yeah. I concur. What? You cut out there.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I'm cutting out. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought it was me.
No. Well, I just now looked, and I had a low signal there for a minute. But anyway, Dracofunk, you had said that we were redoing In Theory from Next Generation, which I think was a 4th season episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. In which Data has a girlfriend and it goes badly. But I think this was done better. I really do. The concept is something that, you know, is worth exploring with all of these sort of artificial intelligence characters. The juxtaposition of, you know, the logical and the scientific and the artifact, the artificial, the artifice versus the, you know, the biological and the feeling entity is really at the core of a lot of these sort of science fiction experiences. And I would go so far as to say that one of the main reasons science fiction works as a genre is the fact that it forces you on some level to contrast the logical versus the animal. So this sort of plot gets really to the heart of what these sort of shows are all about, and this one was very well done. I think I really do prefer it to the Star Trek equivalent, the Next Generation equivalent. And I don't have too much more to say about it.
Well, you know, and part of that has to go with, you know, the way storytelling is these days. I think it's evolved since the 1980s, 90s, you know.
Yeah.
As much as we like to shit on, you know, things for being stupid with reality TV and all that now, there are some mediums that have moved forward.
Yeah. And it also helps too that these are two characters that we know well. And we know Dr. Finn is a person with flaws. You know, she's a human being who really feels like a well-rounded character. She's just a very well-written character in general. In the Next Generation episode 2, the girlfriend was an extra character for that episode. Had no substance, had no background. But Dr. Finn is someone that we have learned to respect. So we care a lot more about who she is and all that.
Yeah, and with the Orville characters, probably Lamar needs a little more fleshing out, and then Tala, but we just got her, so
yeah,
hopefully there will be something in the future to kind of round her out some more.
right.
But they've done a really good job building all the characters. We know backstories for, well, not backstories, but at least, we have a good idea of what their present personality is.
Right.
Yeah.
And more importantly, for something like this, we care about them.
Yes.
we have enough information to care what happens and all that. So yeah, I think you're right. That's an interesting point that you raised, though, about the progress in storytelling and the progress in character building and world building since, in the past 25, 30 years. I feel like that's something that I need to think more about before I give an opinion. But I like that direction of thought that you brought up there. That sums up what I have to say at the moment.
I'd like to know what the first instance of, like a machine, entity, and a person's relationship being was. And I'm sure it wasn't the first one, but I know the Twilight Zone did an episode about it. Like one of the early Twilight Zone episodes.
Right.
I think it was called like The Lonely or something.
I have not read Frankenstein, but it comes to mind, and if either of you have actually read the book, okay. It comes to mind that Frankenstein's monster has something of an encounter. I mean, and I may be just taking that from Young Frankenstein, but I don't feel like that would have been put in if it wasn't to something. And it just runs about in the back of my mind that somewhere in the story that there is actually at least an encounter between the monster and that can be borderline romantic in some way. Mary Shelley was only 19 when she wrote that book. So it'd be interesting to... I may have to go back and read that now that I've thought of it.
The Highway 47
I own
book club.
You own that?
I own Frankenstein, the original. Okay. I don't know where it is, but I know I own it.
I have a feeling I'm going to buy it on Kindle tonight.
Yep. I've been having downtime at work, and then the Wi-Fi has been down, so I've been relying on things I already have downloaded, so that might be something I do as well.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, so I'm really curious now if that's in there. But yeah, I don't know. Huh. This is good. This is making us think and making us and branch out and doing all those sci-fi things that we like to talk about doing.
Yeah. Overall, though, I enjoyed the episode. It was
very good.
Yeah, the B plot didn't get in the way, and it's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, another thing, just as an aside, I am really impressed with how the Orville has done. It found its footing pretty quickly, and it's continued to be pretty consistent, and it's brought up a lot of, interesting topics.
Right. Well, and this is, more or less halfway through season 2 at this point. So, yeah. it's
almost halfway.
Right. I can only imagine that it's, going to get better from here. So it has succeeded. The show certainly has.
Well, we have one more episode, and then the 2-parter starts, which I saw part 1. I've not seen part 2 because I wanted to stop. So
right.
Wait until you guys caught up.
Right. Well, looking forward to that. We will get to that, pretty soon. Be advised, both of our viewers, that our upload schedule may be a little shaky for the next few weeks, which we've made reference to in some prior episodes.
It's crunch time.
Yeah, without putting too many details on it, Dracofunk and I are both musicians, and this is mid-March, right? Well, it's actually the equinox, the 20th of March when we're recording this. And if you know any musicians, or if you are one, you know that the times of year when you are busy are spring and Christmas. And so, we're getting into the thick of it. I have lots of commitments coming up in the next 6 weeks, and I'm sure Dracofunk does too. So, just finding time to record and edit and everything else is going to be at a premium. We're going to try to hit our schedule or stick as close to it as we can. But, please forgive us when we inevitably fail to do that. We were just talking before we started this session that this is a Wednesday and we may not have another chance to record for, a week or more. Just from everything going on right now. But we will keep trying, and we hope you're there with us to enjoy some more Orville and some more Star Trek The Next Generation on the weekends. And there's not going to be any one-offs anytime soon with everything going on, but, as soon as we're able, we will do them as well.
Yeah, we'll get some more stuff out, and we might have something coming up too once we finish the second season of the Orville.
Oh, definitely. I have a couple ideas.
Do we have the same idea?
We might have the same idea.
I thought we had the same idea. I thought we'd already talked about it.
We've probably already talked about it, but I didn't write it down, so I don't remember it. But we've discussed several ideas. I like a lot of them. I have a couple shared with you guys. One of which I would want to be kind of a surprise anyway, for reasons that we would have to get into at a different time. That if I told you about would also ruin the surprise. But
yes.
It's actually not that big a surprise. I'm building up to be a big thing, and it's like not.
Oh.
But anyway, anyway, I have a thing in the back of my mind that none of you will get to know about for months now.
Yeah. Do I get to know about it?
No. You specifically are kind of the reason I want to do the surprise. Dun dun dun.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like not a big thing, but it's a thing that I think you'll find pretty cool. So,
all
right. Anyway, with that, see y'all later.
Take it.
I really hope the glitch on that actually comes through on the recording.
Oh no.